Okay, just a quick, I guess you would call it programming update. Um, Werewolf by Night, which was released last year, last year, around Halloween time. Well, it is being re released, but this time in color. And the director doesn't just want to make it in color, but he wants the color palette used in the 50s through 70s horror movies. Because this was an homage to 30s and 40s with the black and white. Now he wants to do 50s through 70s. And anybody who's seen color during that time period knows that it's really vibrant, really bright, because they still haven't figured out the color balance yet. So I'm expecting to, well, basically have an acid trip. And I plan on watching the black and white version again before the color version, just to really appreciate how crazy the color is going to look. Because this isn't going to be like this brief um this brief idea in the, I think it was the 90s. It could have been the 2000s, where it was, let's take black and white films and let's colorize them. Films that were meant to be black and white, because they didn't have color back then, or because they were period pieces, so of course it's going to be black and white. But it just didn't take. So I like how this is going. This is keeping it a period piece, because the first one was an homage to the 20s and 30s and 40s. And this is going to be 50s through 70s. So it's not meant to be a modern colorization of an old time film. So with that, I'm more open to the color. And it's going to be fun to see how they're going to go about it, which also makes me wonder if this is somehow their way of, that they're introducing color not just because it's fun and a reason to re-release, but that some of these characters might actually be seen in, say, Avengers 6, Secret Wars. So, or is that 7 now? Now I'm not sure. I think it's 5 and 6. But anyway. So yeah. As much as I'm excited for this, which, by the way, the black and white version is still available on Disney Plus. So I assume it's going to be in the same cubby, the same tab as the black and white version. If not, I'm going to have to search for it. But this makes me question, okay, does this mean that they have plans for these characters? Now, obviously, there's strikes galore going on, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. But it makes you wonder if Man Thing or Werewolf by Night or Elsa, if they're going to make an appearance sooner than Secret Wars, or just Secret Wars and people are just getting them used to the fact that they're going to be in color. Which is kind of a bummer, because Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness introduced that there are all sorts of different universes. So it would have been kind of cool if everybody was in modern color and these characters were in black and white. Or maybe they're going to make this the vibrant color, so the next time we see them, where it's more the color balance is more modern and more realistic, that nobody will bat an eye. So, yeah, that's all I have for this one. So, what do you guys think? Are they doing this so they can introduce a color version of these characters come Avengers time, or is this just a excuse to re-release this, even though this is only on streaming and we still have the black and white version that we can watch? So what do you guys think? What do you think about this being released in color? And like I said, it's 50s through 70s, so it's not going to be your modern color palette. It's going to be very, very vibrant, very colorful, because they haven't gotten the color balance right yet. But it should be fun. So like I said, I plan on watching the black and white and then the color, just so I can really appreciate the contrast. And because, as people who watched my review know, I was just not getting into it, because it is based on an old-timey horror movie from the 20s, and those things were funny. So it takes a while to get used to. But anyway, I've rambled long enough, so I will see you guys in the next video.